Now at the plate, Matt Antonelli.
All right, we'll go with two horrendous teams. We'll go Tigers and we'll go Marlins. Chef was 97. Man, that was 97? Holy hell. Time is going fast. Who are we doing again? Oh yeah, we're doing the Tigers. I know like 3 guys on their team. Oh wait, no. What year did you say? 2000? What year was Beckett on the Marlins? That's the Marlins team I feel like I remember. Yeah, there you go. Beckett, Brad Penny, Dontrell Willis. Yeah, I remember that team. Was Cabrera on that team? Was that Cabrera's team? Carl Pavano, yes. Luis Castillo, oh yeah. Juan Pierre. That's right. Okay. Let's see, uniforms. 46, 79. Every one of these damn uniforms is the same. BP top. Let's go with a little Road 79 Tigers. A little old school. I hate when it does that. You go back to it and it changes the team. Let's see what can we go with the mile? Oh, let's go with a little Road 03. Oh, little grays. Let's go with the Road 03s. Let's do that. All right, playing in Comerica. We're going MLB Network, quick counts. Well, we know these teams aren't playing in October. Hell, they might not even want to play in September. We'll make it a July game. Who should we have pitch? We got Boyd throwing, I think, for the Tigers. We'll go here. All right, so we got Sandy Alcantara. Is that how you say it? Had a solid year last year, but it's tough to win games when you play for the Marlins. And Matthew Boyd. I thought Boyd had a little better year than that. A lot of strikeouts.
MLB Network's coverage of major.
All right, everyone, let me turn the announcers off real quick. Sorry, Matt, but you're going off because this Matt's announcing tonight. Good, apply changes, and then team select. I got to be here in the middle. So here we are in beautiful Detroit, Michigan, as the Tigers take on the Marlins. Left-handed pitcher Boyd on the mound for Detroit, trying to snap a 27-game losing streak. But the Marlins are on a 28-game losing streak, so is it possible to get a tie today? Is it possible to get 2 losses? 1 for each team? Maybe. We'll see. If it could ever happen, tonight's the night. There's Boyd's stats from last season. And let's get some predictions. I'm going with a 0-0 final. Just kidding. Oh, whoa, we've got a bunt for a hit. Beautiful bunt right there. And he's safe. Wow. So I'm going to go, hell, who do I think is going to win? I'm going to go Marlins win 3-2. 3-2 Marlins is my guess. How do you say VR? Is it VR? Is that how you pronounce it? The L's are ya. VR. What's up, JJ the Fun One? Hello. I'm fat. Gimme cake. I'd like cake right now too. There's a rocket shot back to Boyd. And the 1-6-3 double play. I think it was thrown to the shortstop. Your high school buds with Matthew Boyd. So here comes Corey Dickerson. 304 with 12 and 59. Not a bad year. I think he was banged up a little bit. When he plays well. Here's a swing and a miss on an 81-mile-an-hour something or other. There's a routine fly ball to the left. I don't know the left fielder because I haven't watched Detroit play in like 7 years, but he camps under it, makes the catch, and that's the inning. So a leadoff bunt single goes to waste. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 is the score. Ah, I see. Is it Alcantara or Alcantara? Victor Reyes leading it off here. I gotta pay attention here. I don't know any of these guys. First pitch swinging. It's a fly ball to center. I don't know. I gotta. Nico Goodrum here, the shortstop. I gotta pay attention though, guys. I gotta learn my guys. I gotta learn my players from Detroit and the Marlins. Although, since there's probably not going to be any baseball this year, I guess I don't really need to pay attention. Won't need to know these guys till next year. Hell, maybe next year there'll be no baseball either because they can't come to terms since we've got a new CBA coming up. So let's talk football. Ravens are looking pretty good this year. There's a swing and a drive to center. Center fielder started in. Now he goes back. The ball's carried. Oh, and he makes the catch up against the fence. That fooled me. First I thought it was a pop-up. Then I thought it was a home run. But it was caught. Ah, Washington State, huh? What's up, Robinson Bailey? So here comes Miguel Cabrera facing his old team. First pitch swinging again. Nobody wants to wait around on this one. Both teams trying to get out of here quick. And that's the end of the inning. You know, if I could ever come out of retirement, these would probably be the two teams I might be able to play for. Jesus Aguilar stepped into the play. 236 with 12. 2 years ago, I think he had a pretty solid year. Jesus was actually our first baseman when I was with the Indians in the minor leagues. He is a giant of a man. There's the 0-1. Almost gets him in the knee. Yeah, he's a Marlin now. There's a breaking ball for a strike. 1-2. Aguilar chases. Oh, we might want to check him there. Check him. We're not going to check him. Okay. You got to check right there. Here's the 2-2 from Boyd. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. And down goes Aguilar. Oh my God, yeah, he crushed for the Brewers that year. I don't know who this guy is. He looks like his head's too big for his body. Something's wrong with him here. He's got a giant head. Looks like a bobblehead doll. John Birdie, 273 with 6. The fastball just up. The only thing with pace of play, this pace of play is terrific. The only thing that stinks is I have to keep hitting X to get the pace of play going. If I don't hit X, it takes forever. Oh, he looks out. We almost got a fight here. Who's batting? John Birdie. Never heard of him. There's a fastball down. 3-1 here to Birdie. There's a single up the middle. Good for you, Birdie. So 1 on with 1 out here in the second. The best way to catch a knuckleball? No clue. Never done it. So is this Matt Joyce? He's still playing? Friggin' A, it is Matt Joyce. Feel like this guy's been playing for 40 years, although he still looks rather young. 295 with 7 last year. Ooh, Birdie's got some wheels. Now we got an advanced scouting report from Little No-No. Is this a swing and a miss? Who can give me the scouting report on John Birdie? What do we got from him? Young guy, old guy, college guy, high school guy, prospect? What do we got on this guy? I like that wire ass. This is a fly ball to left center field. And it's put away for out number 2. Do I still have power? I mean, I'd have to work out. I'm like 30 pounds underweight, but I think I got a little bit of juice. Not right now, but I could get it back. Oh, he just made it to the big leagues and he's 30? Wow. Did he make his debut at 30? Because that would be incredible. Debut at 28, huh? Who's this hitting? There's a windup in the pitch. Fastball blows it by him. Jorge Alfaro. I literally know no one on this team. There's the 1-2. Looks like an umpire. Yeah, road home. Who cares? There's another fastball just off the plate, so we've got it. 3-2 count here. Runner will be off at first. And it's a line shot right at the second baseman. I'd tell you who it is, but honestly, I have no clue. Jonathan Scope? Is that who it was?
Leading up for the Tigers, the first baseman, C.J. Crone.
So here's C.J. Crone, 25 homers last year. Big guy, get some pop. My next Red Dead Redemption 2 stream, well, it won't be tonight, and it won't be tomorrow. Well, it might be tomorrow. I'm going to do YouTube tomorrow. You guys can join me tomorrow, YouTube live around 9 o'clock. We'll do that, and then maybe if I get done early enough, I'll play a little Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, he had a big power year last year, although you're not going to have many home runs swinging at that pitch. That ball is 98 at your chest. And he swings through it. It's not a sword. The old get out of the way and swing to protect myself. This guy's pretty nasty on the mound right here. Solid year by Scope last year. Who was he with last year? The Brewers? I don't know if Laura's going to hang out. I suggest these Tigers hitters stop chasing 98-mile-an-hour fastballs in off the plate. That's going to be a tough one to hit. Might want to see that pitch away a little bit. Really? Oh, nasty. 98 in, 86 slider away. See you later. Filthy stuff right there.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Jamer Candelario. Never heard of him in my life. Anytime they put your OPS before your batting average, never a good sign. Anytime your OPS is in the 600s, never a good sign. But hell, mine might have been in the 500s, so I shouldn't talk. There's a fastball for a strike, and Candelario is quickly down 0-2. Hello, Andrew Ward, Nats fan. $1,500th hit. It's pretty good. It's an 88-mile-an-hour breaking ball fouled away. Hello, Mets all the way. Mets all the way. Got it now. Oh, nasty there. 97 on the black. Sit down. The Tigers got no chance. That's filthy pitching by Alcantara right there. And that retires the side. I like this guy. So here's Lewis Brinson, 173 with none in 15. What do we got on Brinson? I need a scouting report on this guy. Never hit a ball that bounced off the plate. Nope. 26-year-old Brinson. Good hustle by the catcher. Said, I'm not even going to get out of my squat for this one. Negative 3.3 career WAR. That's not good. You're also looking at a guy right here that's got a negative career WAR. Sorry about it. Here's a foul ball. I can try to check that DM for you. I'm not going to lie. I've got probably 5,000 unread DMs right, right now. Excuse me. I haven't checked in like a month, and I have been getting a lot of them. The problem with DMs as a form of communication, I've learned, is that Instagram is full of like 10 and 12-year-old kids that all DM me 4,000 times a day. So any like actual message from a adult gets lost in the shuffle. So both teams have hot dates tonight, and they're swinging at everything. Going to try to make this a 45-minute game. Back to Jonathan Villar, the top of the order here. He had a bunt single in the first. Beautifully done down the third base line. First pitch of the game, I believe. Let's see if he tries it again. No, he's swinging a miss. Tomorrow there'll be a live Q&A. Yes, there will be. We'll see if Laura's going to be on it or not. She got a little upset last week when I interrupted her during the Trevor Hoffman story. Uh-oh, he's got wheels. Goodrum's going to have to hurry. And he's safe. So Villar's 2 for 2. The ball's traveled a total of 52 feet. But it's not how you hit him, it's where you hit him. And he clearly beats that one. I will look for you, yes. So that brings Brian Anderson to the plate. He's running. Holy shnikes, he could have stole third on that one. He went first move. No chance to get him there. So 2-1 to Anderson. that was ugly. Hi, catching God. Oh, got him on the high fastball. Anderson's not agreeing with that. Boyd is. And that is the end of the top of the third. So we go to the bottom of the third. Kristen?
The left fielder, number 14.
They don't even announce Kristen Stewart's name in this. Holy hell, they announce my name. They don't announce Kristen, so that's messed up. So 233 with 10 last year. Can someone give me a report on Kristen Stewart? Were these really was this the big league starting lineup last year pretty much for the Tigers? No wonder why they lost 4,000 games. I haven't heard of anybody. Are they tanking for Tua? How do they have this many guys that I've never heard of? I mean, how is this? And again, I don't want to sound like these guys stink. I'm just saying, for a big league team that not that long ago had what I assume was a pretty big payroll. Tank for Zion. Yeah, Toledo Mudhens. I played the Toledo Mudhens. I've raked in Toledo for some reason. I mean, not for some reason, but I liked hitting there. It's a fly ball by Stewart to left.
Batting eight, the catcher, Austin.
What the hell? That ball was... The ball wasn't even on the corner. That ball hit a whole chunk of white right there. The draft... Oh, my lord! And that ball's crushed, but... He waved it foul. I mean, waved it fair, and it stayed fair. So Romine goes deep, putting the Tigers up 1-0. Tigers fans have something to cheer for, finally. Hasn't happened much this year, but... Holy hell, we're winning! We're winning! What do we do? What do we do, guys? We're supposed to stand up and cheer. Stand up and cheer. Jump around. Dinner tonight was pizza. We got pizza and barbecue wings. Yeah, they had J.D. Martinez, Victor Cabrera. They had... Who'd they have? They had... It's so long ago. They had Scherzer, didn't they? They have David Price. They have Jordan Zimmerman for a little bit. Am I remembering all these guys correctly? It's been so long, but I guess it hasn't been that long. There's a ground ball by Jones. What's Jones's first name? Isn't that the kid from LSU? Big second baseman. They had Verlander, of course. Right? Hey, why you ask? Thank you. Yeah, Jacoby Jones. That's right, Jacoby Jones. He is from LSU, I believe. I remember him in college. So who's this guy? Reyes? No toppings on my pizza. I'm really plain. Oh my God, the ball almost hit him in the cup, but he swung and missed anyways. And that ends the inning. But not before the Tigers get on the board. 1-0. First lead of the year for them. Congratulations. Brings up Corey Dickerson. Hey, Bert. No French martinis tonight. Actually, anytime I eat pizza, I have to drink Coke with it. It's a rule. Hold on, guys. I got to take my headset off. It's a soft liner to first. CJ Cron with the catch. And that retires Dickerson. Felt like something was in my ear. There. Let's bring this back down here. There we go. I know, Juan. That might be the best part of the high school season, getting pizza after every game. What's up? Catch the rhino. Here's a fastball down the middle. Not sure what Aguilar is looking for, but he's down 1-2. Coming inside. Breaking ball. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. What the hell? Holy Jesus Aguilar. Jeez. I've seen some slow runners in my day. As my dad would say, it's one thing to run down the line with a piano on your back. It's another thing to stop and play it. Candelario, beautiful play. He covered 10 feet, threw it 71 miles an hour across the infield off of 1 foot. So that brings up 30-year-old John Birdie. Good wheels. Made his debut at 28. I think that's the what my color man said, or what they passed me last at bat. That's right, Jason. 2 rules to live by right there. Here's the 0-1 from Boyd. Right down the middle. I got the count 1 and 2 also. So 1 and 2 to Birdie. Back-to-back non-competitive pitches there by Boyd. Those are 50-footers. Birdie has a career .273 batting average. There's a ground ball to, I don't know, Jacoby Jones maybe? Nope. Jonathan Scope, I think it is. We'll go with Jonathan Scope. And that ends the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom, 1-0 Tigers. Did I party a lot when I went to Wake? I wouldn't say I partied a lot. I mean, I hung out with the baseball team. In the fall, you go to more parties, I guess, in the fall than you do in the spring. But I wouldn't say I partied a lot. But we had like a baseball house that I'd hang out at a lot. That's basically the place we'd hang out at. "13 Tigers lost to the 13 Red Sox." I'll have to check those. Yeah, I'm going to try to get excited for the draft, although, I mean, I was watching some video today on, what's his name from Arizona State? Torkelson or something like that? Right-handed hitting power guy, 6'1", 220. Solid swing. Like his swing a lot. I wish he was 6'4". I've got this weird thing. Yeah, a lot of inside-out swings today, right? Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, a lot of the guys you watch in the MLB draft, you're not going to see for years, and some of them you're never going to see. I've got this thing. If I was a MLB general manager, I feel like I would always. I don't know why, but I feel like I would always draft arms. I don't know why. Arms. My team would be full of 95+ mile an hour arms. I get nervous. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why, but I get nervous drafting hitters. I feel like I can watch a pitcher and be like, okay, this guy throws 97. He's got a filthy slider. I don't care who he's pitching against. I can see that that's going to be nasty. But when you watch a hitter, it's like, okay, he's got a good swing. He's got some bad speed, but he's playing against, like he's using a bat that isn't the bat he's going to use in the big leagues. He's playing against pitchers that probably aren't anywhere close to it. I mean, I know pitchers are facing hitters that are nowhere close to it, but I just always feel more comfortable evaluating a pitcher. Obviously, you have to draft hitters, though, so. I also have a thing for 6'4" players, so, like, if you want me to draft you in the first round, you're going to have to be 6'4". At least 6'3". If you're 6'1", you've got to rake. I also get nervous drafting corner guys because to be a corner guy in the big leagues, you have to absolutely crush balls. So you better be crushing in college. Yeah, develop hitters and buy pitching. Yeah, I don't know. I just get nervous. No, I'm not going by any stats. I haven't looked at, I haven't looked at any of this. I don't even pay attention to the MLB draft really at all. But yeah, see, that's what I feel like I'd be doing 2-1. Big time arms and guys that can, shortstops. Like I'm never I'd get what position does Torkelson play? Like I get really nervous drafting first baseman or drafting corner outfielders because you just got to hit so much. I'm also signing tons of guys out of Dominican. My international freaking signings are going to be. I mean, I know they've put in rules of how much you can spend, but man, I'm loading up on international players, and I'm just hoping to hit on one of them. Torkelson's a third baseman. Okay, that's good. I'll take third baseman. He's got to really be able to stick over there, though. More emotes? I got to get on that. I've been slacking. Yeah, I'm probably not drafting an American middle guy. O'Driscoll? I haven't seen him. I'll have to watch him. I like Martin's swing a lot. I kind of like his swag. Oh, there's a rocket off the top of the wall. Okay, guys, hold on one sec. Let's go watch a replay. I was answering a bunch of questions, and I wasn't paying attention. So right here, we've got bases loaded. We've got one out. We've got a rocket shot. Let's see this again. Guys, there's one out. Okay, there's one out. When there's one out, my instinct is to get off the bag. Because if this gets caught, it's 2 outs. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to tag up and get the third. I've got to get off the bag. And right here, you see the ball, and you see that the outfielder is looking that way, and the ball is this way. And right here, he stops and looks at the wall. He's not catching that. We should be off the bag. At this point, I'm going, and I'm scoring easy. Now, this guy is doing a pretty good job. Then he goes to third. Now we've got then we'll have second and third. Instead, we got freaking bases loaded, and we only score 1 run. What the hell was that? Now, I hope this guy hits into a double play. I really hope that he hits into a double play. Hey, the Outlaw Bandit. Yeah, exactly, Kondorian. You know, he makes a spectacular catch. Okay, fine. You jog back to second, and even if you just end up there, you're still in scoring position. And if you run back and tag up in time and move up, okay, great, fantastic. But to have the bases loaded and hit a rocket off the very top of the wall that missed a home run by this much, and you only get 1 run, that's putrid. Oh, I would too. Actually, if Amog Prakash is watching this, I did that to him in Florida. He was at second. Here it is, double play. There you go. There you go. That's Tigers baseball right there. That's how you lose 197 games in a season. Juan, I don't know if I told you that story about Amog. Sorry, Amog, if I'm gonna tell this story. But we're down in Georgia. Moog's on second. Eric Wing hits a rocket shot off the left field wall. I mean, it's 100 feet away from the left fielder. And Moog runs back the tag. The ball hits the fence. I look up and Moog's tagging, running the third. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. The left fielder's still running for the ball. I send Moog home. He gets thrown out at the plate, and that's the most mad I've ever been in my life. Apparently, I dropped like 50 F-bombs. I don't really remember, but the guys on the bench said they never seen me so upset before. But how does that happen? Can't happen. Kyle Saul, I think Kyle Saul retired. The Outlaw Bandit? I don't either. Hey, if somebody says they don't want to play because of it, I'm not gonna say anything. No, it was pretty upsetting. It was a big game too. We ended up losing. I was pretty upset.
Now batting, catcher, Whey, Alfaro.
That's right, Jason.
Inside, ball one.
I'll tell you what though, guys. We're allowed starting tomorrow to practice again. And I've never been so excited. I am like pumped. Pumped up.
I got to count 2 and 2. Count full.
So here's the full count to the Marlins catcher, Alfaro. And it's ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Lewis Brinson.
So there's Lewis Brinson, the 26-year-old, I think. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I'm trying to remember what you guys are telling me. He's got a negative 3.3 WAR in his career. The only thing is we're allowed to practice starting this week, but we have to wait for the fields to open. So, like, a lot of the towns still haven't opened up their fields to the public. Jason, don't let Laura see that. And there's a nice 3-6-1 double play to end the inning.
Leading up for the Tigers, the catcher, Austin Roma.
Hey, what's up, Nick? Nick, I would think that the player. I mean, I don't know yet, but I would think that they're going to get paid the same, right?
0-1's the count.
I would assume the signing bonuses are going to be the same. Tried the corner and missed. I don't think there's going to be like COVID signing bonuses.
I got to count 1 and 2.
If they were, I'd say screw you. I'm going back to school. I'll see you again next year.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
Yeah, Philip, that sounds cool. It's a high strike. Almost the same pitch, but doesn't get the call on that one. So 1-2 to Jacoby Jones. Hey, what's up? Game something. Knee. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out tonight. Tries to climb the ladder even more. Gonna need to bring it down on this one. 3-2 pitch here to Jones. And that's low for ball 4.
The batter, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with, I mean, they say that's the big thing here. Players don't want to get pushed around because they've got another big negotiation getting ready to go for 2021, and it's like... Oh, also, guys, I'm going to put a video up tomorrow. Let me know your opinion of this. I might just get mad at this because I played baseball, but, you know, a lot of people on my comments have been yelling like, oh, billionaires and millionaires bickering about money. Just play the game, right? And so I found this article. I did some research, found this article that talked about how much big leaguers actually get paid, and it's really interesting. There's more non-millionaires than millionaires on big league rosters. And so I'm going to make a little video tomorrow and put it up that shows like how major leaguers actually aren't. There's a lot of non-millionaires. And then I spent all this time going through how much money I actually made during my career. And I'm going to put that up there. I think it's going to be an interesting thing. I know people are still going to be like, well, they still made, you know, a couple $100,000, so shut up and play. But I did this interesting thing I found out today that I made, and I played a little over a year in the majors, and I played 8 years total. And it came out to, I made $40,000 a year. I never did this math before, but I just figured out I made $40,000 a year as a player. Which is kind of crazy to think about, that I was a professional player and I played in the major leagues for over a year and I only made $40,000 a year. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. It was really interesting. And I always have to make sure I put in the videos and say, you know, I feel very fortunate to play a game and get paid for it. Because people will then yell at me and be like, well, you played baseball. You shouldn't even have made $40,000. You should have made $10,000. You're swinging a stick. But... I love Chick-fil-A managers. I love Chick-fil-A. They're so nice. The food is so good and they're so nice. When they say my pleasure, I just smile every time. It makes me feel good. I just ask for things over and over again just so I can hear them say my pleasure. Holy shnikes, bat went further than the ball. Gonna need a new piece of lumber. I actually didn't hope that the Red Sox drafted me. I mean, it would have been cool if they did, but I wanted the Royals to draft me because they had the #1 overall pick. That's where I wanted to go to. I think when you're trying to play baseball, you're not going to be picky. Like, I was not going to be picky and be like, oh, I want this team to draft me. I was like, please, just somebody draft me. Oh, I love it. I love Chick-fil-A. I want to own a Chick-fil-A just so I can say my pleasure after everything I give someone. Oh, I love Chipotle too. Chipotle and Chick-fil-A are two of my favorite. There's a blooper into right. Whoa! Good base running right there. I like the aggressiveness. Good read off the bat. Knows it's going to fall. Hard turn. Beautiful. Reads it himself. Almost 20 miles an hour. It's good stuff right there. That's some good, right there. That's good base running for all you young guys out there. Don't rely on the third base coach. Ball's in front of you. Read the ball. Know your speed. Know the outfielder's arms. Know where they're playing. And move up to third. Or don't, but you make the decision. I hate when that ball is hit and the base runner looks at me and says, "Hey, Matt, what am I supposed to do?" I don't know. You're playing. You frickin' do it. Why are you asking me? You're acting like I'm the coach or something. But in all honesty, you're supposed to make the read on your own. Don't rely on the third base coach to make that read for you. Yeah, I looked into it too, Nick. Yeah, you have to, me and you can never own a Chick-fil-A. Don't you? Oh my God, Jacoby misplays the ball, hops over the wall, and my prediction is still possible. It depends on, it depends on a lot of things getting through the minors. It depends on what other prospects they have. It depends on who they've got at the big leagues. You know, it depends on how you play, obviously, but it depends on what the team is like at the big leagues. Are they trying to win? Are they trying to keep guys down in the minors as they rebuild? A whole bunch of stuff goes into it. Oh, man. So there's some poor situational hitting right there. Second and third, one out, and Aguilar pops out to shallow right, can't score the runner. Hey, thanks, Triton GL. Thanks for hanging out and for following. I should do that, Philip. I will do that. How they're deciding which teams in the minors are getting cut. I read something on this a while ago, but now I don't remember. So it'd be a guess if I told you. We need a single here so that my prediction can come true. I said 3-2 Marlins, I think. Birdie trying for the right field foul line, but he misses. Ooh, close. We see that on replay right there. Might have been a strike. Here's the 2-1. There's a line shot to left. Gotta send him. Gotta send him. Beautiful, beautiful base running all the way around. Good job by Birdie. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite players. He got 92 speed too. Kristen Stewart on the play there. Let's and here comes Tyler Alexander. Hold on, guys. Let's do a little coaching here for a second. Previous play. So here we go. We've got, what, 2 outs? We're off in the crack of the bat. We need an aggressive secondary right here. Pretty good. All right. All right, Boyd's backing up here. Nice. Okay, so at this point. Holy shnikes, Kristen. Hit a house. Okay, guys. So here, good job by Birdie. Birdie's rounding, thinking 2 out of the box. Rounding first base. He's not even looking. Is he looking? Now he's looking. You got to read the ball. Read ball flight. You see the ball high. You know he can't cut it. You roll. You might just roll anyway. Just go, because if they cut it and throw you out, that's okay. Runner scores. Whoops. If they don't cut it, then you go to second anyway. This guy right here, I know you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. I think you can. The guy at third, you've got to be in here more. You've got to get a little better effort than this. You've got to go cut that ball Once you see that throw is like that, you're like, okay, we're not throwing this guy out. He just threw the freaking ball to, like, I don't know who, the dugout. Run over, cut the ball off, and throw this guy out at second. Why are we spectating? That's horrendous. I might beat that guy up right there. Can't let that happen. You got to be down here further. You're not a relay man. You're a cutoff man. We're in the big leagues. Get down here. Read the ball. What the hell is going on here? That's just bad play by the third baseman. Just terrible. Now we got another guy in scoring position. You Tigers, you guys stink. It's a really good question, Dominic. I think I developed a lot at Wake. I mean, I might have developed more in the minors because you're playing a lot more, but you never know. I'll tell you, though, the minor leagues, the low minors can be really tough. Like, I think college is probably, there's a ball struck to right field way back, and if Candelario had just cut the ball off and thrown it to second, like I said, it'd be 3-2 right now instead of 5-2, and my prediction might have still worked. But nope, we didn't, and now it's 5-2 Marlins. It's the small things that add up to be big things, and why these shorts bother me so much. Jason, I am angry tonight. I'm angry. You put crappy baseball in front of me, and I'm going to get angry. Yeah, so the low minors can be, like, they can be tough. What I would tell my son, so, like, if my son grows up, I mean, the chances of this are probably pretty slim. But if he grew up and was like a first round, if he was drafted out of high school, this would be my recommendation to him. I'd say if he really wants to play, right? He really wants to play in the big leagues. Okay, that's what he tells me. I think the first thing is, it would have to be like a lot of money. It'd have to be the first round, and it'd have to be, well, at that point it would have to be probably like $3 million, $4 million. I mean, I think it's got to be like really life-changing money. If it's not, I think there's no doubt that college baseball is more fun than low minor league baseball. Like, if I get to choose between ACC baseball or rookie ball, I'm choosing ACC baseball like every day of the week for me. Just better facilities. You're going to get taken care of better. Like, you're still a young kid. You're only 18 years old. Travel's better. Everything is just way better in college than it is in the low minor league. So, you know, if you get paid $4 million and you say, you know what, I got $4 million, I'm going to go play, I'm going to go, you know, grind it through the minors and try to make the big leagues, then go for it. But that would be my suggestion. Laura's here. Laura, you want to come? What happened? I can't hear you. These headphones are really noise canceling. Oh. Our son is now calling for mommy. Yeah, I do think the experience is better. Well, MLB does pay for high schoolers to go to college, yeah, but oh, yeah, without a doubt. There's college facilities, especially if you go to a Power 5 school, but even if you go, you know, it doesn't have to be a Power 5 school. The facilities are way better than what you're going to find in the low minors. Way better. It's not even close. Right, exactly. If you like peanut butter and jelly, go to the rookie ball. I am commentating tonight, yep. Well, at this point, I'm answering questions now, but there's a rocket shot hit to the catcher. So here's an interesting thing, guys. You guys will enjoy this, I think. I've never made a video on this. Tell me if this is worth making a video about. So when you sign, you basically get the team will pay. The team will pay for your. Actually, I don't even know if it's the team or Major League Baseball, but somebody pays for your if you go back to playing, go back to get your degree. Oh wow, Laura got me Lucky Charms. I'm gonna have some of those tonight, Laura. Laura, let me see that box for a minute. Let me see. Oh my God, look at this guy. She got me a giant size. It's a giant size Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. I'll kill this box in a day. Maybe 2. Thanks, Laura. All right, so just so you guys know, so this is how it works. This is kind of interesting. So when I signed after my junior year. And in my contract, it basically says that they'll pay for 1 year of college for me when I finish playing if I want to go back and get my degree. So when I was a junior in college, Wake Forest was 30 to 35,000, somewhere around there, all right? So they're going to give me 30, let's just say 35,000 for school when I go back. Okay, so I go and play 8 years in the minors. Now it's the fall of 2013, and I want to go back to college. I get released, and I want to go back to college. Well, now Wake Forest is 65,000. Okay, so they only gave me 35,000. So right now I got to still pay an extra 30,000 out of my own pocket, but it gets better because the 35,000 they give you, what they don't really tell you is that gets taxed. So it's not really 35,000. It's like 17, 18,000. But then it gets worse. Then they say, well, some of this was for room and board. Well, I'm a 29, 30-year-old man. I'm not going to go live in a dorm with 18-year-olds. So I'm not going to have room. I don't want room and board. So then you don't get like 6,000 for room and board or something. So now I'm down to like 12, 11,000. So in the end, it's a $60,000 year of school that I got 11,000 for. When I negotiated it or when I signed it, I'm thinking I'm getting a free year of college. Not so fast, my friend. It's a $50,000. So I had to pay $50,000 to go back to school for 1 year. So that was kind of like, whoop. So I don't know, but if my son gets drafted out of high school, I'm going to say, listen, I don't know how you guys do it, but I'm going to say this. In the contract, I want to put down that he's going to get a free year of college, or free however many years of college, at the price that the college is when he decides to go back. They'll probably say, screw you, but I'm going to say, well, you just drafted him in the first round. Do you want him, or do you not want him? Well, Matt, we can't do that. Oh, you can't do that? Okay, well, guess what? The signing bonus just went up 200,000 since you can't do that. So let's do that. Well, we don't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. He'll go to college. Man, I can't wait to be his agent. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm really using that Wake Forest degree daily, too. You're right. Everyone says, man, Wake Forest is a great degree, huh? It is. I coach baseball. But I was a communications major, and look what I'm doing, guys. I'm communicating right now. So thank you, Wake Forest. No, they don't, Dominic. We're like Scott Boras. It's going to be awesome. Well, they didn't see me coming. They see everybody coming. Strike 3. Hits himself in the head. What should you do to get your leg strength up? How old are you? I mean, what did I do to get my leg strength up? I squatted, deadlifted, one-legged lunges, RDLs, pretty much that. Yeah, you're 13. You're getting to the. You can probably start doing some of that stuff. You're right, Jason. Thank you. Apti the Kiwi. I did have interactions with Brian Cashman. He called me and said, Matt, we're releasing you. I said, thank you, Mr. Cashman. That's really what happened. He called me up. Well, I was injured in AAA with the Yankees, and trainer came over to me, and I was in the clubhouse, icing my hand down. He said, Skip wants to see you in the office. I was like, okay. So I went in the office. And he said, hey, Matt, Brian Cashman's on the phone for you. So I'm like, okay. So I take the phone, and he says, hey, Matt, just want to let you know that we're going to release you today. I said, terrific. Thank you so much. And he said, but we want to sign you back. He said, because you're injured right now, or... At that point, I think I was healthy to come back off the DL, but they wouldn't take me off the DL. I don't know. It's kind of a disaster. I was also on the 40-man roster at the time. I don't know the rules, but so he said, "We got to release you. We're gonna take you off the 40-man, release you, or something like that. But we want to sign you back." So I was like, "Okay." He's like, "So go home, and I think it was 5 days. It takes 5 days to see. You have to clear through waivers or something." And I went through waivers and no one claimed me. And then they called me after like 5 days and said, "We want to sign you back." So when he told me that I was released, I was like, "Okay." So I went, packed my stuff up, got in my car, drove home. We were in Rochester, New York. Drove home. It was like a 7-hour drive. Got home, relaxed for 5 days. They called me back, said, "We want you back." I said, "Okay." Got my car, drove back out to Rochester. Played for a little bit longer. A month later, they called me in the office. They said, "You're released again, Matt." I said, "Terrific." Got back in my car, drove home. So that was my life with the Yankees. Yeah, BC is a good baseball school. They're in the ACC. Very good baseball school. Good, Condorian. I never met Jeter because I didn't go to spring training with the Yankees. I was with the Orioles, and then the Orioles sent me to the Yankees in May, so I missed spring training. If I was in spring training, I would have been with Jeter, but I was with the Orioles. And we went and played the Yankees when I was with the Orioles, but it was a split squad, and so I got sent someplace. I didn't get to go play against the Yankees. Split squad, you send like half the team one place, half the other. I went to the other place. Was Laura mad at Cashman? I don't think she was that mad at him. That's a great question, Dominic. So at the time, no, I wouldn't have. Looking back, maybe. Like hindsight. So, like $100,000 a year is a lot of money, and to do it playing baseball for 8 months out of the year, that'd be awesome. When I got out, this is the honest truth, when I got out of playing and I decided I wanted to coach, I got into college coaching. In my mind, I thought, I had no idea what college coaching was like. I'm like, I'm going to coach college, and I'm just going to. I almost had the mentality of like the average high school player has when they're like, yeah, I want to play college baseball, and I want to go play at LSU. Like, you just think like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go play at UVA or Vanderbilt or Florida State. That sounds cool. I'll go do that. That was my thought process getting out of pro ball. I was like, well, I would think every college coach is going to want to hire me to be on their staff because I just played 8 years of pro ball. And then I realized I got out, and the first year I was a student assistant coach at Wake Forest. I got paid nothing. And then I got hired at Holy Cross for $24,000 a year. And then that year ended, and I was going to go back to Holy Cross for $24,000 a year. And I was like, holy shit. And like, no one called me to hire me at any of the other schools. So I was like, what the hell? Like, this is not what I was expecting. And after my year at Wake Forest coaching, I couldn't like get anyone. I couldn't get a job anywhere. Like thank God, Holy Cross hired me. Like I got an offer at another school for no money. It was a Division One hitting coach job, and they were like, "We don't have any money to give you. Will you do it for free?" I was like, "For free? Like, I don't know. I have a wife and I have a kid, and I mean, I need to feed them. So I can't really do it for free. So let's just say I was unaware of what coaching was going to be like. When I was in pro ball, did I have a second job? I just did like lessons and stuff.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman.
My first year in pro ball, so my family owned a restaurant and a catering business for like my whole childhood. When I got drafted, I went and played, and in the off season, I came home. This is no joke. I came home and washed dishes. I did it my whole childhood. I was a dishwasher for the catering business. So when I got home in the off season, I don't know. I just had always washed dishes, so I just kept washing. I kept washing dishes. I remember like someone came back one day. I was watching back there, and like someone came back to talk to me, and they were like, "Didn't you just make like over $1 million in the draft?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "And you're washing dishes still?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." I actually enjoyed it. Got to hang out with like my whole family worked there, so my mom, my dad, my sister, my cousins, my uncle, my grandmother, my grandfather. And we've got a game going on still here, guys. It's 5-2 Marlins.
Now batting, second baseman, John Birdie.
Do I see myself winning a World Series as a coach someday? I see myself. I don't know if I see myself winning a World Series. I'd like to see myself winning. I think I'd like to see myself winning a college World Series, maybe. Actually, you know what my plan is? This is my plan. I'm going to win a high school state championship. Because when my son wants to go to high school, I'm just going to go coach someplace, and he's going to come. We're going to win a high school state championship. And then I'm going to say, where do you want to go to school for college to play baseball? And then I'm going to become the head coach at that college. Then we're going to win a national championship. Then maybe if he's going to be like the first overall pick, I'm going to say, you know what? I want to manage that team now. And then they're going to let me. No, that's not going to happen. But that's my dream. Your son won't like that. I don't know. He might. And Juan's going to be my pitching coach at all three. High school to college to big leagues. Honestly, though, the first thing I imagine is winning a state championship in high school. I don't know why, but I really enjoy high school baseball.
Now pitching for Miami, number 93.
See, I would love coaching college too, but I just can't see myself coaching college right now where my son is like getting to the age where he's going to start playing baseball, because I feel like I just miss a lot of his baseball. I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I'm so young. Like I can go coach all that stuff later. The fun part will be when he, like in a couple of years, when he can play for Antonelli baseball, because that'll be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun, Philip. Do you expect future big leaguers at Antonelli Baseball Producers to donate to the program? No, I don't expect anyone to donate to the program. I mean, if we have a future big leaguer, that would be awesome. There's not a lot of travel teams that have future big leaguers in Massachusetts, just because there's not a lot of big leaguers from Massachusetts. But we could have one. We've got 2 pro ball guys right now, so maybe one of them will make the big leagues one day.
right fielder.
That's right, Philip.
Reyes.
Laura told me today that I'm getting a. She was like, I don't know, I was sitting on the steps outside and she was standing over me and she said, man, you're getting a lot of gray hairs. I said, I don't care about my hair. I feel young. I feel like I'm 15. I don't care. Although I did go jogging yesterday around the neighborhood for the first time in like 3 months, and I got a cramp in my calf like 3 minutes into the run. And now my right hamstring's killing me today. But other than that, I feel like I'm 15.
Now batting. Shortstop.
So the Tigers showing some life here. Not really, but they're trying to inch back. So, good questions, Dominic. I feel like you've been bringing a lot of good questions tonight. I would like to have a. I'll never probably move permanently to a warm weather place, just because like my whole family's here. My wife's whole family is from here. But I could definitely see myself getting like a place in Florida or something for the winter. Now I can't really. I mean, I do that right now, but the tough part is my son goes to school and my daughter starts in the fall, and so if there is school, so we can't really go in the winter because they're in school. But I would like some place where we could go like for winter break and just to get out of the cold weather, because the cold is really starting to bother me. Like I don't like dealing with the cold very much anymore. Jason, you're right. Yeah, I'm sure Laura's going to go to all my son's games, I think. JRS Swagger TV. You play high school baseball as a freshman, advice? Well, my advice is always the same. Have fun and enjoy it because it's a game. And then if you want to be good at it, well, the first key is, if you love playing and you want to play at a high level, then work your butt off and try to play in the big leagues. No, but my advice is always the same thing. Like, love what you're doing, and if you love it, practice won't feel like practice. It'll feel just like fun. And you do that enough, you got a chance to be pretty good. My thoughts on MLB parks not having regulation dimensions. I like it. I don't like sometimes when parks do like outrageous stuff, like when they have flagpoles in the outfield and like they have hills in the outfield and stuff. Like that's a little outrageous, but I'm all for making the park unique.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, my daughter can go to so the preschool that my son went to, he went 3, 4, and 5. So my daughter will do the same thing, 3, 4, and 5. You don't have to send them, but when they're 3, it's just 2 days a week. Just like kind of gets them used to being around other kids, and it worked out well for my son. Like I think it's good to have somebody else, have him interacting with kids at school and having someone else tell him what to do instead of me telling him what to do all day long. And then when they're 4, they go 4 days a week, and then when they're 5, they go 5 days a week, and then they start kindergarten after that. So my son will, or they start, kindergarten. My son will start kindergarten this fall. The hotbeds for baseball, Florida, Georgia, Texas, California, any place down south. But yeah, those are kind of like the main ones. My favorite to play in? Excuse me. I only played in like 8 to 10 big league parks, I think. My favorite that I played in was Dodger Stadium. My least favorite, I didn't really have one. In the big leagues, I liked all of them. Which pitcher was toughest to play against in the big leagues? Big league pitcher toughest was probably Ubaldo Jimenez. I had a tough time hitting against him. Who's going to help the kids with homework? Both me and my wife do. My son's been getting a good amount of homework. They've given him homework, I think, since, well, no, I think when he was 4, he got it, and then this past year at 5, he got it. Usually we both do it. How early can you spot elite talent? I mean, you can spot it. Uh-oh! Tigers here. I mean, you can spot it really early. There's sometimes you see a 13-year-old, you're like, holy hell, that guy's really good. Now, you're talking elite talent as in, like, big league elite talent. I mean, you can spot it at any age. If you see a 16-year-old hitting the ball 400 and something feet and running a 6.5 and throwing 90-something, like, yeah, I spotted it. So, you know, like when they talk about Jason Dominguez, like, that guy's 17 years old and he's doing almost everything I just said. He flies, he's got a cannon, he hits the ball 450 feet. Like, it doesn't take a genius to be able to see that. I got my first hit off the Dodgers. Worst rookie ball stadium you played in? Oh, I played in a lot of. Well, actually, I never played rookie ball. When I got drafted, they sent me to short season, which is, I guess, basically like one level above rookie ball. But the worst minor league park I ever played in, the guys on the team told me it was Bakersfield. I got called up. I got called up right before we went to Bakersfield. I heard that was horrendous. Short season. What was terrible? I don't know if any of them were like terrible. Yeah, like Harper. You know, Harper and Vlad Guerrero Jr. Like, you see them as 18-year-olds, they're hitting the ball as far as, like, 25-year-old big leaguers. You're like, okay, this guy's pretty good. Like, Bryce Harper was throwing 90-something off the mound. No, like, the homework that the 5-year-olds... Like, my son's homework is not... It's, like, easy stuff, you know. It would take us... Let's say this. I could do his homework... Sometimes we'd forget to do it, and like it would be like time to go to school, and I'd be like, "Oh shoot, did we do your homework?" No, and we could do it in 10 minutes. You know, it's like cut and glue stuff. It's easy stuff like that. Yeah, I remember Prince Fielder hitting those home runs. Minor league helmets are way different than big league helmets. Big league helmets they feel like they're made of nothing. Like, they just feel super comfortable. A minor league helmet feels like you're an astronaut and you got this freaking huge thing on your head. But you don't really notice how bad minor league helmets are until you go to the big leagues and then go back to the minor leagues. That's when you notice. Did I play with any Hall of Famers? Yeah, I played with Greg Maddux. I played against them and with them. Played with Trevor Hoffman. I mean, I played against a lot of Hall of Famers, or future Hall of Famers. Well, and Hall of Famers. I played, let's see. Well, I played against Albert Pujols. Hold on one sec. I played against, I never faced Schilling. Nope. Did not face Schilling. Who else did I play against? I mean, I played against a lot of guys in big league spring training too. Like I played against Griffey when he was with Seattle. Played against Ichiro. Played against Trout. Obviously, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Faced Verlander, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Faced Scherzer, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. I never played. Oh, I mean, I played in minor league all-star games. My wedding had no baseball theme. No, I didn't want any baseball theme. I know some people like do baseball themes in their wedding. My feeling was like, my life has been a baseball theme. Like, I don't need my wedding day to be a baseball theme. That was my feeling. Like, if someone wants to do it, that's fine. But I was just like, I see baseballs every day of my life for the last 25 years. Like, I don't need to see a baseball player on my cake or like, you know, any of that stuff. So. Pretty good, McCarley. When do I think the MLB season will start? I don't know. I was hoping it was going to start by July 4th, but it might not start till next year. Did I say anything funny at my wedding? No, I didn't say anything at my wedding. First pitcher I faced in Pro Ball? I don't remember. It was against the Boise Hawks in short season, but I don't remember who the pitcher was.
Up next for the Marlins.
What was the biggest come from behind win I was part of? I have no clue. The only score that I remember was we won 30-0. I told you that story before, but I don't remember like our biggest come from behind win. I think the Dodgers will definitely try to get Betts back. Yeah, I don't think they traded for him just to let him walk. I have not played the new Call of Duty. Philip. Ground ball to short. Throw across by Goodrum. Picked out by C.J. Cronin. That'll do it. No, it won't. Bottom of the ninth. I forgot. Miami's winning.
Number 20, Brandon
Hinsler. The start earning your money girl was the first home at bat of my year. So we played a few games in Boise, and then we came home and played in Eugene. And that was my first. That was the woman. It was the very first at bat of my home career as a pro player. I played second base mostly, but then I became a utility player. Usually in pro ball, you don't talk a whole lot, so it's not like in little league and even in high school where it's like, "Come on now, Johnny! Come on, Johnny! Fire it in there! Come on, Johnny! Here we go! Hey, good pitch, Johnny! Good pitch, Johnny! Come on now, Johnny!" Like it's not like that. You usually don't say a whole lot. Guy struggling a little bit, you'll say something, but it's not like you're cheering the guy on the whole game. I've been hit by a lot of pitchers playing. Yeah. I mean, as a player, you get hit multiple times a year. I played 8 seasons, so. And you could look it up, actually. I'm not sure. Who wants to do that? Who wants to go check and see how many times I got hit by a pitch in my pro career? Here, I'll do it right here. Let's see. I mean, I was injured for like 400 games, so it's probably not going to be as many hit by pitches as a normal 8-year career, but I was hit by pitches. I was hit 28 times during my 8 seasons. I grounded into 33 double plays in 8 years. I was intentionally walked only twice in 8 years. Barry Bonds got intentionally walked more times in one game than I got in a whole career. Hey, FSL Radio Network. You're right, Jason. Oh yeah, she was roasting me by my first at bat. Yeah. One of my longest plate appearances that I can remember. Oh, I don't know. None stick in my mind, honestly. That's a good question. FRSI 16? I think it took people to be able to start to use slow motion cameras and bat sensors and all that stuff. Yeah, Robinson. I was drafted as a third baseman. I went into Wake Forest as a shortstop. First game of the year, they ended up transitioning me to second base in the fall of my freshman year because our shortstop was a returning player that was really good, junior. He got drafted by the A's. And our first game of the season was against Rice, the Rice Owls. They were the defending national champions. And our third baseman struggled, made like 3 errors in the game. After the game, our coach called me into the office and was like, hey, can you play third base tomorrow? I was like, yeah, sure thing. So I played third, and I played well, and then they just kept me at third the rest of my career. So I wasn't really a third baseman, but I had to play third in college, and I did well enough I just stuck there. And then when I got drafted by the Padres, they had me at third for the first month or so. But David Freese and I were drafted by the Padres the same year, so we were both like switching off at third base. So like I'd play third, he'd DH, then he'd play third, I'd DH, and we just kept switching back and forth. Plus we had Chase Headley drafted the year before. He was the level above us. So we had a lot of third basemen. So they ended up moving me to second. We traded Freese to the Cardinals, and then Chase Headley stayed at third. And then Chase actually made his debut as a left fielder, and then I got called up as a second baseman. But then they moved Chase back to third. The funniest manager at doing mound visits? I had so many managers. The managers typically weren't super funny, because usually when they're coming out to they're either coming out because the guy pitched great and they're going to just say, hey, great job, they get the ball and they leave, or they're coming out because the guy's gotten the shit kicked out of them and, you know, they're just going to pat him on the butt and take the ball. The pitching coaches are usually a little bit more funny, because sometimes a pitching coach will run out just to talk real quick to a pitcher, and sometimes they'll say something totally not related to baseball, just to kind of, you know, maybe just to calm a guy down or whatever. It seems like the Torkelson kid's going to go number 1. No problem, Outlaw Bandit.
Now batting, shortstop, Nico. Good draw. Ladies and gentlemen,
They moved the third baseman to first base. They ended up being pretty good over there at first base.
number 61, Adam Conley.
I will say, you know, it can be a little intimidating. I mean, it was my first ever college game, so I'm sure I would have been nervous no matter who we were playing. But to have to play your first college game ever, or just your first game of the season against the defending national champions at their ballpark at night with a full crowd, like, you know, you're not used to doing that, especially in high school. So, you know, our third baseman making a bunch of errors, like, there's a lot of nerves that go into the game. The other thing is that freshman year, it doesn't snow a lot in North Carolina, but it did snow that year. And so we didn't even get to practice on our field before we flew down to Texas because it was snowy. So we actually practiced in like a warehouse, and then we had to go out and play on a real field. So it was a tough beginning of the season for us. And Rice was nasty. They had 3 pitchers that all went in the first round. They had, I can't remember all their names now. Neiman, I think, Townsend, and one more. Neiman, Townsend. Who was the third guy? They all went in the first round, all on the same college team. And then their closer was filthy, too. Their shortstop was really good. What a team they had. On the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, mental toughness, underrated characteristic in pro sports. Yeah, the guys that are mentally tough end up, a lot of those guys are the guys that end up making it. Baseball is probably more of a selfish sport. You can be more selfish in baseball because the sport really is a one-on-one sport, you know? Like, I don't have to pass to my teammates in baseball. The game kind of revolves around a one-on-one matchup, hitter versus pitcher. Now, there are some, obviously, like team dynamics within baseball, but a lot of the game is one-on-one. Who wins, pitcher or hitter? Winston-Salem, I liked it down there. I mean, like, Winston-Salem, the city isn't like, it's not like the greatest thing, but when you go to Wake, it's like, most of our stuff is like right on campus, you know? So it's like the campus is beautiful, and then we didn't go off campus a whole lot. 5-4. I said what? 3-2. Darn it, guys! I missed. Did anyone say 5-4 Marlins?
For the Tigers, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball.
Thanks, Boiler Ump. You too. So I'm not going to do Red Dead tonight because I have a ton of work to do. I had 4 people sign up today for video analysis, which I do like online breakdowns of swings. So I got to do that, and I got to get up early tomorrow and make a couple of YouTube videos. So I'm actually going to go do that now. All right, guys, so solid game here by Sandy. I don't know how many teams we have left to play, guys. We'll have to figure out who... oh, there's an El Duque card right there. I like it. We'll have to figure out who else is left to play. So, guys, tomorrow night, if you guys are around, right around 9 o'clock on our YouTube channel, I'll be doing a live question and answer. Tell your friends. Maybe Laura will hang out with us to see if I can convince her. Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. Maybe I'll do it Saturday or Friday next week. Sunday nights are always reserved for this. But I can try to do one Friday or Saturday. A lot of my schedule just depends on what I got going on outside of, well, in work, I guess. Thanks, Condorian. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I'm going to go eat a quick bowl of ice cream, and then I'm going to go do some work. I'll make her one tomorrow. You're right, Jason. We'll see you guys tomorrow if you're able to hang out. We're going to play a little Red Dead Redemption after tomorrow's YouTube live also. So thanks again. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.